I know James Cameron didn't direct Alita, but I read somewhere that he was only doing movies now that began with the letter A or T. Avatar, Titanic, Alien, Terminator, etc. So that makes me think, is the only reason he's doing Alita literally because it begins with the letter A? Just saying. Hey up guys, so today's film that I'm reviewing is the action-adventure cyberpunk film Alita, Battle Angel. There's a lot of fun names here to pronounce, so let's see if I can pronounce them correctly. This film is based off the graphic novel by Yukita Kishiro. The screenplay for this film was written by James Cameron and Alita Kalogridis. Did I get that right? I have no idea. And the film is directed by Sin City's Robert Rodriguez. Alita Battle Angel tells the story of a cyborg called Alita, who's played in this film by Rosa Salazar. And of course, because this is a sci-fi, cyberpunky film, it's set in a dystopian future where the rich live on this fancy floating, like, spaceshipy colony thing in the sky, and the 99% of humanity lives down on Earth in the decaying, crumbling leftovers of what society has turned into, because this is the not too distant future, remember, so of course, shit has gone down. The film takes place when Christoph Waltz's character is going through a scrapyard and he's looking for spare parts, and he comes across the head of a cyborg which has like a synthetic head with a human brain in it, and he takes it home, gives it a new body, and then we have Alita, which is what he calls the cyborg. We learn that she doesn't know anything about how she ended up there, she doesn't know who she is, she has no memory whatsoever, but eventually bits and pieces start coming back to her and she starts puzzling it all together, figuring out who she is, where she came from. It's this journey of transition from girl into warrior. And guys, I will say, I had a very good time watching Alita Battle Angel. It's a very fun and visually stunning film. The script isn't anything extraordinary, but it makes up for a very predictable narrative with very exciting action and very impressive visuals. You can tell James Cameron had his fingerprints all over this film because this desire to build this world and put so much attention on the special effects really reeks of Cameron, in a good way. You can tell he's had a big influence on how this film has been shaped and how the overall product looks at the end of it. Cameron's influence can definitely be felt here. But Robert Rodriguez also does a great job of finding the balance between anime and Hollywood. Straddles the line of both, and I think will please anime fans and will be a fun ride for anybody that just wants a fun action film. I think what stops this film from greatness though is the fact that it does feel like it lacks its own sense of identity, because in a way this film is a collective mashup of so many other films. There's definitely some Blade Runner inspiration in this, like there's these hunter warrior characters which literally hunt down their targets like Rick Deckard would do in Blade Runner. There's this sport in it, I think it's called motorball, which is like the film Rollerball but in a more urban sort of environment, and yeah, it's pretty much the same game, and yeah, you can definitely tell there's a lot of inspiration drawn from that. And then like there's Ghost in the Shell, there's a little bit of the Hunger Games, bit of RoboCop, like there's a bit of everything in here. And you can tell it wants to be a franchise, it wants to expand, it wants to be this big commodity, and I would definitely watch a sequel to this. The creation, father-daughter pairing of Rosa Salazar and Christoph Waltz I thought was lovely. It added a nice emotional undertone. There was a lot of heart-tugging emotion there between the two of them, and I liked that. I wasn't crazy about the love interest for Alita. There's this character called Hugo who's played by Kean Johnston, and yeah, I didn't feel there was any chemistry there between the two of them. It just didn't work for me, sadly. Some underdeveloped supporting characters, I would say. Jennifer Connelly and Mahershala Ali in this as supporting roles, but they only feel like they're here just to amp up the star power. They're fine in them, but they don't really leave much impact, and they could have been played by anyone, really. I will say Ed Skrein was very good. He played this hunter, warrior, Zapan, I think his character was called, and he was very menacing and despicable. He was probably my favourite of the supporting characters, I'd say. But it is Rosa Salazar who steals the show as Alita. She does a very good job here, very likeable character. The metamorphosis of her going from young girl to warrior battle angel was a fun watch and believable, and I've Really enjoyed watching her performance in those motion capture, and very, very impressive. Let's get to the 3 questions. Would I watch this again? Yes, I would definitely watch this again. If this film does get a sequel, I'll definitely watch it again before I see the sequel. And yeah, it's a really fun, exciting, action-packed ride. And yeah, I'd give it another watch. But would I recommend it for you guys? Yes, of course, for the same reasons that I would watch this again. I'd recommend it, go watch it. And what score do I give it out of 10? I'm going to give Alita Battle Angel a score of 7 out of 10. There we go, guys, that is my review of Alita Battle Angel. But of course, this is just one bloke's opinion. I would love to know yours. What did you guys think of Alita Battle Angel? Do you want this film to get a sequel? Whatever you think, be sure to let me know in that comment section below. If you guys do like my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you can find all that information in that description link below. Thank you guys so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Airfield, and I'll see you guys next time.